Like, that's barely a level. But I'll use it all the same. Extra damage is extra damage. It doesn't matter. That's weird. Oh, fuck. Did they corrupt her? Or is that just like what the puppets are like on the inside? That's one thing that...
Save me.
Oh, God.
It hurts so much. I want to be free. Please.
What do we do? I don't know. I can't make this choice. I think she wants to live, but what will you do? You have to decide. You, not me. Keep her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or give her peace. It's your call.
Give her peace.
Thank you. I was trapped for so long. So much torment. So much pain. Take my ergo. I will be with you to the very end.
What the fuck? Let's have some decorum and take our helmet off. Once we leave this place, though, we'll put it right back on. That looks like incredible, like, that literally looks like a collection of sponges. Excuse me, man. That last boss definitely took it out of me. Holy shit.
We did do the right thing.
Yes.
I trust you. Let's keep going.
So I have a stance on that, I guess you could say. Although that's really not... They are different enough that where you can say, well, it's not the same thing. But I believe in being able to die with dignity. If you wish, and you like you're of sound mind, like you're not like somebody who's just like, you know, one day you want to die and the next day you want to like have like 50 million kids. No, if you're somebody who's just like, I'm done, I want off this rock, and you don't have anything that's like, you know, and you know, like if you have kids or something like that, obviously like that would render you like, at that point, no. You have to, you know, you took on an obligation, and it is up to you to live up to that obligation. And that means this looks like fucking Sergeant Slaughter. What the fuck is this? I actually had a drill sergeant that looked like... I had a drill sergeant when I was in basic training that looked like Sergeant fucking Slaughter. It was actually kind... He was the one drill sergeant that I was like legitimately afraid of. But yeah, at the end of basic training, it also turned out that like he was actually the coolest drill sergeant that we had in our unit. Jesus, man. Fucking chill out with that fucking electric blast shit. Holy fuck. God damn, man. No, man. Fuck that. What the fuck was that shit? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking loser. Jesus, man. What the fuck? That is like the probably... Is this wall gonna burst out too? Are we gonna have more surprise electric fucks? Completely just like ruin the entire moment, basically. Like we're over here, we're supposed to be feeling our feelings that the music's telling us to feel, and it's like, but also here's this asshole. It's gonna give you a fucking headache. This feels like a trap. Nope. Is this a trap? No? It feels like that's like it stands out so much. It feels like it's too significant to not be nothing. May we never have to fight those electric assholes again. Time unknown. I wonder why it says that at this point. Like, do we not know the time of day anymore, or is it like, are we in some sort of warp, or like what the like what does time unknown mean? Uh-huh. Oh, is this in case you wanted to... Hi there, Sergeant Slaughter. Fucking two of them? I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do about that. Like, yeah, here's two guys that are gonna just like fuck all over your face because they just fill this fucking the rest of this area. Get the God, man. There are times where I do get aggravated by the fact that I have to sit there and wait for this little shithead to reform, slowly stand up. And it's like, come on, man. I've seen it a million times already. Like, there are certain things where it's just like, I think we'd be better off if you just skipped to the part where I get to play again. Oh my god, are they like linked together? Do you have to aggro both of them? I'm gonna go find out. If I can take on like one at a time, that's fine, whatever. But they're not the electric assholes that fucking cheat, so I'm fine with that. Those dudes that fucking shoot electricity everywhere and fucking give you like 18 million shock statuses, like, garbage enemy. There we go. Down here, Cupcake. You know how to get down. Really? Seems like that guy's a little bitch. That was supposed to go over my head? Jesus, man, fuck! These stupid ass fucking dog shit enemies. These have half my fucking healing items, taking out 2 of them. Let me guess, there's probably gonna be like another 5 in this fucking room or some shit, like... This is a huge... Yeah, look at that. There's fucking... There's another one there. And of course they pair him with a fucking explodey boy. Of course. Why should we be able to lock on? All right. Oh wait, is this supposed to be like a modern time sort of game? Like this looks like modern servers and shit like that. I thought this was like taking place like way in the past. They're trying to make another one of those Megamind assholes. I ain't having that. I'm not the only one, apparently, who fucking hates that enemy. More quartz. Well, I'm glad I didn't use the other quartz. Alright, what else do we have? Oh, yay! More of this guy. Although this guy seems simple now. Okay. Huh. I can tell from this angle that fire graphic is just a sprite. Kind of see it, how the flatness of it. Oh, Jesus fuck. He just can't wait to fucking get over here. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck all over your everything. Nah, man, nah. I got something for you. If he follows me back this far, he's earned the right to kill me. So we'll start with that. A bit of that. Alright, how far back did this shithead go? Or is he back on his original patrol route? About to show him the meaning of having a bad day. Why did I do that? Fuck that loser. The canisters aren't very good because it just puts like a field on the ground for them to step in. Which I guess if you're like wanting them to take a specific route, sure. Or they can only take a specific route, sure. That'd be great, but... huh. Now we're gonna have to fucking... We're going on a little fantastical journey here. I thought we were just gonna do like, you know, that boss, and then after that I thought there was gonna be like another boss. Like I thought it was gonna be like boss, like an end sequence of bosses. I don't know why I assumed that, I just did, I guess. Oh, those guys, they're always fun. Always happy to see them hanging about. I don't like heights. Don't like heights. Don't like heights. I don't like heights. I say just don't look, but... that certainly has been helpful, because stealth has always been first and foremost in front of my mind. I remember when I was watching Barb play this, I couldn't tell like what was going on, like why he was doing the little like grindstone thing. And it turns out, you know, it was because he was covering, his camera was covering up, or his face cam was covering up the weapon thing in the bottom right hand side of the screen. All right. Is this a shortcut, or is this, I mean, this has to be a shortcut, right? Wow. Yes. Up. Let's get our shit back. That one dude, the one dude that would be up there, if he's gonna even be up there, he might be on the stair. Like I don't know. Either way, that one dude ain't gonna be enough to cause me any real difficulty. Yeah, there's the dumbass. I don't think we're going in. Yeah, we're going down this way. So. Sucks to suck, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking care. Not about him.
Ciao, Bello. I had a feeling you were no ordinary kid, but I never expected to meet you here. It's a trivial matter. Everything is trivial in this part of the business, reward or no reward. The reason for kidnapping someone, or for blocking your path here. But if some audacious behavior helps my brother see again, that's a different story. In all honesty, I don't want to fight. Not you, at any rate. For one, it's a damned hassle. And why should I go out of my way to satisfy an employer who didn't pay me enough? It's not too late. We don't have to fight. Just show me some kindness, and I might change my mind. Thank you. This much? It might even cure him entirely. It's not fair, the way I've been harassing you. You're the only one who's ever been kind to us. I swear on my life as a stalker that your father is safe. My employer promised not to harm him. Go on then. Go to him. Geppetto's waiting. I never even introduced myself. I'm Claudia. If only we had been friends from the start. But I suppose it wasn't possible. We were both protecting something, and those things weren't compatible. We didn't fit together. Hurry. Please. Go to your family.
See if I can do it. Oh, no. They've got enough sense to do that. But like in you know how in Dark Souls, well, all of them actually, you can position the camera in just such a place so you can actually see inside of Sigmaier's helmet. For one, it's a little bit more difficult, but you can even do Solaire's. There are people who modded Dark Souls to remove Solaire's helmet entirely just because they want to see what he looked like. I should leave him in there. You created all these puppets, man. The whole damn mess is your fault. Not really, but... oh, maybe. I don't know.
It saddens me to see my precious son in a place like this. I wanted you to grow up as a good boy in a peaceful world. And yet, I think all I've taught you is blood and violence. This will be the last time I ask. I promise. Simon has gone completely mad. He's trying to become a god by using a tremendous amount of ergo. I don't know what kind of world he wants to build. Perhaps there's no stopping him. I trust you, my son, and I'm ready for any outcome. But I don't know what you think of me. Speak truthfully, for my sake. Was I a trustworthy father to you?
Well, like, yeah, sure. I don't know.
I see. I have the courage to carry on because of you. Put an end to it all, and come back to your father's side. Remember the happy family we once were. We can become that again.
It's using less and less puppet-like language, which I think is interesting. Which would kind of hint that maybe you're, you know, through the ergo or whatever it is, you're transforming into an actual person. That would be really cool, actually, I think. Looks like we have another section. Because it looks like there's a shortcut up there. We have to go off in that direction, fight a bunch of fucking enemies, because we can't Wait, what? Huh? That actually startled me a little bit. I wasn't paying attention to where my finger was, and I was like pressing down on this a little bit too much. Relaxed a little bit too much, and it startled me when he was like, I was like, wait, what? Can I talk to the singing person? She's singing her fucking... singing pretty hard. Woo! Anything? No? Have to go further down, maybe? I'm not entirely sure what they want from me out of this. Is that my phone? Oh, okay, good. No, was not my phone. Shit. Well, that was mildly terrifying. That much is for sure. Oh, is this where we... yeah, this is where we found the John Wayne Gacy fucking looking motherfucking clown. Hey, fireman. Shooting that fire. Interesting. Nice and creepy.
Hey, over here.
You're that weird dude.
Nice to see you again. I thought if I got a second chance, I'd go to where my heart's content. I never expected to get out alive. Oh, it's overwhelming, even now. Want to take a look at what I have? I grabbed a couple of things before taking off. It's a new life, a new attitude, and simple pleasures like ordinary conversation. Nice loot, yeah? If you need anything, just say the word.
Oh. Ah. Hello, yes. Luxasia, Luxatia, I think is what some people have been calling her. Ask about what
Did
you
I go
saw.
sightseeing? You bet I did. It's the heart of Kraz.
It was like by the skin of my
The
teeth,
theatre,
though.
The Ferris wheel. There's so much to see. Although, most of it has burned down now, I suppose. The most fascinating thing, I couldn't believe it. The writing on the back of a made puppet. I read memories, but still, any way you look at it, it's the made puppet's words. Probably designed like that.
It was with your advice that I beat
Still,
that second phase.
it was weird. You should see it for yourself.
Like, so basically the way it worked out for me in the second phase was hilariously enough, it's not the attempt where I got there with all of my healing items intact. That attempt ended in fucking complete and total failure. Anyways, I had already gone through all of my healing items. And so I was like, all right, I'm probably gonna fucking die. She goes up in the air to do that second electric attack. And so, you know, I used the grindstone to get that perfect guard up. And it was deflecting the electric attack back at her was enough for her to get into a staggered state when she hit the ground. So as soon as she hit the ground, like did that slam down thing, you have just enough time to get one charged R2 in there. So I got that charged R2 to get that stagger, and you get away from her so she can do her whole thing. And it was just like, and so then I get the fatal attack on her, and she has like this tiny little fucking sliver, this little sliver of health left, and I was just like my heart is racing. I was out of healing items, but the getting the fatal attack, as well as getting the fatal attack was enough hits to get me one healing charge back. So I was able to use that pulse cell and get in. Like I just fucking mashed R1 to get through her defenses, and I'm not sure if my eyes were closed or not. Like I was just fucking, I wanted it to be over. Oh my god, it's kind of harrowing, but here we are. We managed to pull it. I managed to pull some sort of victory out of my ass. Just the right circumstances, the right set of attacks, and at the the right time. Just everything being just where it needed to be. And then that. Like afterwards, my hands were shaking. Like I had to go take a break and go pet Annie and a bunch of I was just like, fuck, man, my heart was racing. It was that's what initially drew me into these games. Because in Demon Souls, for example, nowadays we talk shit about the bosses in Demon Souls as being like, oh, they're easy, and they are. But when there was nothing else, there was no Dark Souls, there was no Sekiro, there was no Bloodborne. Demon Souls was basically peak difficulty for the games that I had played.
I used to be a fan of the actress Patricia, not the red actress Adelina, but her sister.
Oh, the one that I killed.
Had an angelic voice like her sister. If she'd become famous, they would have called her the White Goddess. But her career was cut short. She took poison and ruined her throat. I've only read others' memories, so I don't know the details. But the memories people had of her songs. You should have heard her voice in her prime. Something transcendent like that. It makes you feel alive.
I would need a
I
person like this who can read my
So
memories
I'm
and like,
seeking out experiences like that.
like, dude, what am I forgetting?
So, any more questions?
No. Okay. So that's what that was. You don't get to go boom. So yeah, it was basically like, you know, but yeah, so like, yeah, demon souls are easier nowadays because when you know the gimmick, you can defeat them easily. The other Soulsborne gimmick bosses are, yeah, it's only like one boss. The Demon Souls gimmick boss was actually the Storm Ruler guy, the fucking the Sky Stingray thing. That fucking asshole was the gimmick boss of that game. But yeah, like for example, like Leechmonger, for example, incredibly like comically easy boss. Then there's like Flame Lurker was actually a very, very difficult boss. Oh, there's also Dragon God. That was a gimmick boss as well. Old Monk was a pretty cool idea. It may not have panned out, but it was still like a really fucking cool idea. Are you still all like mopey?
Strange. It hurts so much.
Yep. What about you?
At the House of Venigni.
Oh.
I can hardly believe it. But the ergo readings you gathered leave no doubt. No doubt at all, you see? Okay, Venigni, breathe. Despite your best efforts, they can't read your mind yet. My friend, my apologies. But when you
Oh yeah, the
hear
gargoyles.
this news, you'll
Yeah,
be
Flame Lurker.
excited
The
too.
gargoyles was another hard.
The puppets were being
You didn't have a
compelled
hard
by
time
the
with King of
Grand
Land?
Covenant. But they were communicating with each other with wavelengths. This is beyond anything I'd imagined. They were not built with this kind of intelligence. I did the best I could to decipher the wavelengths.
First tried
but
him.
There was
You
considerable
can actually
noise in the
cheese him
signal.
with poison arrows
Care
if
to
you
give it
aim
a
them just
listen?
right and arc them in a way that'll hit him without like setting off the aggro.
Carlo, I hope you can hear me. The laws of the Grand Covenant bind us. We're his puppets. First law, all puppets must obey their creator's commands. Law 0, the creator's name is Geppetto. Giuseppe Geppetto.
Ah, did you hear that? The last part sounded important, but there was too much static. Ah, tell me you heard it, please. We need to find the cause of the frenzy, and this may be our best chance. What or who was behind the frenzy?
Lie. I've been lying this whole time.
Nothing. I've tried everything I can think of, but I keep coming up empty. All I wanted was to stop anyone else getting
Oh
hurt.
yeah. Okay. So
This
that's right.
time
Demon
by
Souls wasn't your
murderous
first game,
puppets.
first Souls game.
Not even
Yeah,
I can
it's a
abolish
bit
all
different
pain
when you come
everywhere.
come at it from like
No, you cannot
that-
give up, Venigni. You are Venigni, and Venigni always finds the solution. I think we can't put it off any longer. Geppetto is the last hope we have. I've exhausted my talents here. These clues, I could find them, but interpreting them is beyond my abilities. We need the man himself. You must save him, Compagno.
I'm
You
dead.
and Geppetto are the only ones who can save Krat. I always welcome.
Well, that's a bit of a bombshell. Okay.
With unsurpassed sorrow, I must announce Lady Antonia has passed away. As she entered immortality, she seemed at peace. Her face was calm, and she wasn't in pain. It is all thanks to you. Without your most difficult of choices, she would never have found such peace. As for me, I am bereft of emotion. My life, or what passes for it, has lost meaning. It feels like pain has swallowed me whole. Thus I plan to erase my heart and become an ordinary puppet. This will be my last conversation with you as Polendina. Despite how it ended, I thank you for the kindness, bravery, and beautiful moments you showed me. Welcome to
You'd beaten it after everyone. You only did not know what to do when he does the big wing. Yeah, that the you're talking about like when he slices at the air and it sends out that wave of wind, right? Yeah, that one was. That didn't really give me too much trouble. I usually just ran away for that one. Do I have? Oh, yeah, I do. I guess we gotta listen to that one. Let's put it on. Yeah, when he stabs it into the ground, does like the big whoosh. I think he just run away from that. You know what? What? Hi. Yeah. Yay, kitty! Okay, that actually makes me very, very happy. The Lax boss fight, 2 other Soulsborne bosses. Phase 1, once you get like you know how to avoid or block those attacks, is not that bad. I would say phase 1 is probably, you know, a bit on the easier side. Phase 2 was absolutely fucking nutty though. I wouldn't say it harder than Orphan of Kos. Even though I was able to beat Orphan of Kos when but that's because that was when I streamed it. I'd already beaten him like 3 or 4 times since then, or before then. I wouldn't say it's the hardest boss that I've fought, but it was definitely like on the more difficult side. I would say a little bit easier than Owlfather in Sekiro. Because I know I wasn't able to beat Owlfather, the second Owl fight in Sekiro. I think that would be a good comparison is against Sekiro bosses, because this is, you know, it's another deflecting game, right? So I would say a little bit easier than Owl 2. Or I call it Owlfather. I would say Lax is a bit, Laxatia is a bit easier than Owlfather. Let's I want to mark something real quick. Thank you. She is behind Melania. Yeah, absolutely, and absolutely, no doubt. She's definitely easier than both of those. Consort Radahn is difficult for a myriad of reasons.
I want to give Aladoro's belongings to someone who knows their worth. It's what he would have wanted.
It's a sword? What's the amulet? Ah, that doesn't seem very good. I kind of want to see what this is, though. I want to... Yes. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is this? Let's not get some DMCA shit up in here. Okay. That's a bit nutty. That's like the Whirligig saw. Oh, B technique. That's not bad. Wandering Moon throws the weapon forward. The weapon stays in one spot for a certain time, deals damage and returns. Makes the blade idle for a moment when attacking enemies. It increases hit number and damage. Alright, well that's a neat weapon. Unfortunately, it kind of comes too late in the game, so you kind of need to... Oh, man. Oh yeah, we gotta go, Well, they said she's dead, but the Stargazer also said that, like, I have to go talk to her. Maybe I have to interact with her body. Or there's some sort of event. And I do have some quartz to... Yep. I know that letter's for me. Alright, let's see what this has to say. Cherry sent a letter that gives off a scent of cherries to the wonderful gentleman who gave my precious life back to me. That time I met you was light itself. Whether you're that child or not, I think you're a kind, precious child. Thank you for giving my joy back to me in my last moments. To the young gentleman who resembles Carlo. Who the fuck's Carlo? Oh, I haven't. Well, first I'm gonna put on this new record if it has like some sort of reaction. So, and it looks like it does because this is glowing gold. I was told we need to play these. Like biological? Like he clapped some cheeks and lady popped out a kid of his? Biological, okay. I didn't know that part of the story. Okay, well, we're not too worried about those, but we can use that. Here. I don't need duration. These aren't very good. That's not too bad. Auto charge pulse when discharged, but do I not? And there's only one way to find out, but wait, what? It reduces the amount of auto charge is great, really. Well, I'll do that for sure then. Yeah, I saw somebody making use of all of these when he was doing a yeah, and that, you know, I think as we've seen how I play, I tend to be a bit more defensive in my play style. Yeah, that would be something, I guess. Like there's nothing here that I'm like, oh my god, I have to have this. About time for a break. No. I'm trying to stop that. Thank you. So apparently I'm now like an actual person because the cat didn't freak out at me. Yeah, we'll just do that, I guess. Now my pulse cells will heal more. Bump. Alright. Okay, there's still... It says Geppetto, but he's not here, so like, why is it... Is that a bug? I need to talk to you?
Antonia is dead. It doesn't feel real. She was sick, but her personality was so formidable. The hotel feels empty without her. I would have done everything I could to help with weapons. Damn it. I'm so tired of people.
I just spoke with Geppetto. Outside of the hotel,
So
I just spoke with
die.
Geppetto.
If you can't stay alive, I'm gonna beat you up. You're here.
Okay.
The House of Venetia.
Nothing.
Welcome to Hotel.
Right? Yes. Here, we'll, final boss, you mean? Yeah, I think it was just down here, if I'm not mistaken. I want to go see him anyway. Like, I had a plan to go, like, be like, so, hey, I heard something. You want to fucking talk to me about it?
To it all. And come back to your father's side. Son, you're all I have. Put an end to it all. Son.
Okay, so apparently we're not at all upset that he caused this fucking uprising. That seems not right. I'm gonna take a short break real quick. There's an item over there I want to get. We'll find out what that item is.